This lesson on device configuration management provides information on using snapshots, managing devices by exporting and importing configuration files, and configuration synchronization. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to list the functions that can be performed using snapshots, describe the configuration import and export functionality in Versa Director, and describe how configuration synchronization status is managed in Versa Director. Versa Director provides the command line interface to backup or snapshot the data on the Versa Director server. The backup or snapshot is stored in a file on the Versa Director server. If a Versa Director stops running, you can reinstall Versa Director from the backup or snapshot file on the server. If high availability or HA is enabled for Versa Director, the backup or snapshot file is stored on both the active and the backup Versa Directors. If one of the Versa Directors stops running, you can reinstall Versa Director from the backup or snapshot file on the other Versa Director. A snapshot captures the current state of Versa Director. When you perform the rollback operation using the captured snapshot, then Versa Director reverts to the state when the snapshot was taken, including the package installed. To create a snapshot, run the command shown in the example. In this command, file name is the name of the snapshot file to create. They are saved to the /var/lib/vs/.vs snap directory on the Versa Director server. Optionally, you can include a text description of the snapshot. To view a list of all of the backup files on the server, run the command shown on the screen. To roll Versa Director back to a specific snapshot, run the command shown on the example. In this command, the time value is the time at which the snapshot was taken. To have the command not display a confirmation message, include the No Confirm option. To delete a snapshot file, run the command shown on the screen where file name is the name of the snapshot file to delete. Next, we will look at device or appliance context mode. There may be instances when you need to make changes to a particular device, and this is where the device context mode is helpful. A template can have multiple devices, and making changes to the template can impact all of these devices. So if changes have to be localized to one device for testing, then the change can be made in the device context mode rather than the template context. To make changes to a device, go to Administration Appliances and click on the appliance in the dashboard to make the required changes. Exporting and importing configurations is an essential appliance management process. There are several reasons why these two operations are important for management. They include to save the current working configuration of an appliance for archive and backup purposes, to save the current working configuration in human-readable format so the configuration can be checked offline, or to import a known working configuration file after a maintenance operation or in case of problems with the configuration stored on Versa Director. Besides providing a simple way to obtain an appliance configuration in a human-readable format, the export operation can help in cases where a wrong configuration was performed for a VOS appliance and the incorrect configuration is part of the Versa Director configuration. To export a configuration, navigate to the Administration tab in Versa Director. Select Appliances in the left pane. In the right pane, select the name of the appliance and click on the Export Configuration icon. A sample output of the configuration, which is saved as a text file in user-readable format, is shown on the slide. When you import a configuration file, the configuration parameters are automatically applied to the associated device. There is no need to commit a template or perform any other task for the configuration to become active. In this example, an incorrect configuration change was applied to a device, which caused a network reachability issue. A network technician incorrectly reconfigured an IP address from 192.168.254.1/30 to 192.168.154.1/30. As a result, the local office served by the Branch 8 VOS appliance lost the connectivity with other branches. Because of the severity of the configuration error, the problem must be resolved as quickly as possible. Importing a previously saved branch configuration in VersaDirector fixes the issue quickly. Next, we will look at how to import an appliance configuration in VersaDirector. The steps to import a VOS appliance configuration file in VersaDirector are easy and intuitive. Navigate to Administration Appliances, and then select the appliance in the right pane. Then click on the Import Configuration icon. In the Import Configuration window, browse and select the configuration file that you want to upload to the device, and then click OK. Note that to apply the configuration successfully, the configuration you are loading to the appliance should not impact the connectivity between VersaDirector and the appliance. If the import is successful, a success message is displayed. As shown in the image, after a successful import, the VNI-0/4.10 interface, which is the local LAN interface for tenant 1, is configured with the correct IP address of 192.168.254.1/30, and as a result, the office served by this VOS appliance regains connectivity to the other branches. It's important to note that if an object supports multiple values, such as an interface that is able to have multiple IP addresses, the configuration import action does not overwrite the current value. It just adds an additional one. The unwanted values should be removed later by the administrator. This is similar to a configuration merge operation, where new values are added and identical items are replaced, but existing values are not overwritten and are left in place. Synchronizing the VOS appliance configuration with VersaDirector is important, as the orchestration tool should provide an up-to-date and synchronized vision of the whole SD-WAN network. There are cases when the appliance configuration can become different from the orchestration tool or VersaDirector. Two examples of how this can happen are: debugging was performed on a device and the device configuration was changed through the CLI, or an appliance must be configured using the CLI as a result of a communication problem between the device and VersaDirector. VersaDirector periodically checks to see if the appliance configuration stored locally is the same as the appliance's deployed configuration. VersaDirector presents the results as one of three states. Configuration is in sync between VersaDirector and the VOS appliance. Configuration is out of sync between VersaDirector and the VOS appliance. And error, when VersaDirector is not able to check the VOS appliance configuration. Usually this outcome is the result of a communication error between VersaDirector and the appliance. There are three options to check and/or resolve potential configuration synchronization issues between the VOS appliance and VersaDirector. First, check the configuration differences between the appliance and VersaDirector. Synchronize the configuration from the appliance to VersaDirector. In this case, the VersaDirector orchestration tool is pulling the appliance configuration into the VersaDirector database. Synchronize the configuration from VersaDirector to the appliance. In this case, The Versa Director orchestration tool is pushing the configuration present in its database to the appliance. Note that after a sync operation, Versa Director and the appliance should have the same configuration, and a new diff operation should not show any differences. Next, we'll examine the diff function. In this example, an appliance hostname is changed using the CLI from branch 5 to branch 5 with an uppercase B, and following this, the configuration difference between Versa Director and the appliance is checked. The change created two configuration differences between Versa Director and the appliance, the SNMP system name and the appliance or device identification name. A plus sign is shown where a configuration parameter appears in the branch device but not on the corresponding configuration in Versa Director. The minus sign indicates a configuration parameter that is present on Versa Director but is not present on the appliance. You have reached the end of this lesson. In this lesson, you learned that a snapshot captures the current state of Versa Director. When you perform the rollback operation using the captured snapshot, Versa Director reverts to the state when the snapshot was taken, including the package installed. The device context mode is helpful when changes have to be localized to one device for testing or per spoke configuration. The export and import configuration files is an essential appliance management process. The export operation provides the configuration in human-readable format. The export operation can help in cases where a wrong configuration was performed for a VOS appliance and the incorrect configuration is part of the Versa Director configuration. The import appliance configuration file process in Versa Director is easy and intuitive. Imported configuration files are implemented immediately after the import process. And Versa Director periodically checks to see if the appliance configuration stored locally is the same as the appliance's deployed configuration.